the game a little more. And I think you do get a little more fundamentals over there. You're seeing the first set of games, like the thing that stuck out with me is the passing. Like you saw all 5 players touch the ball. Like how often do we see that in the NBA? Like, around the world, passing around, kick it in, kick it out, find the open man, find the cutting man. It's just the passing is phenomenal. And there's going to be a couple new stars from over there from this tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I always love when they bring talent from other countries in. It makes the league better. It makes the NBA better as a whole, and it makes the whole world better. Like everyone's scouting for new talent, and it's not just in the USA anymore. You gotta think. You gotta do research. You gotta scout, and just like someone you may never heard of, is balling out right now, and they take a chance. Kind of like what happened with Yabu. He dunked on LeBron, and that was it. He dunked on LeBron, and he was it. Well, there again, he was drafted by the Celtics couple years ago.
Yes, I mean, even that guy from Poland who was on, we talked about him last week, how he's doing so well. He was on the Toronto Raptors championship team in 2019. I mean, he only played 12 minutes in the finals or something and 2.4 points, but he's exploding over there. He's like 32 years old, so he's a little older, but this is an opportunity for players, more specifically the younger guys. There's that 18-year-old Finland kid who's phenomenal. Like he is
his
out
highlights.
This world.
And it's just like, that's just a route people are taking. They want to go overseas. Look what happened with LaMelo Ball, right? He took a very interesting route to get to the NBA.
These guys are from these countries. These are
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, there's different routes to get into the NBA.
It's the Heat, the Knicks, and the Blazers are looking at Roman Sorkin, who's been blowing up in this league. So there's like, I mean, you never know when you find a valuable piece to the puzzle. How many times have all of us talked about it's not just a super team. You need a bench. You need guys that could come off the bench and help out. Those are so important. You need role players. And if you can find 1 or 2 from Eurobasket, why not? I'm sure people are watching this tournament very closely. They got to pay for it.
Yeah. So, Coach, how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just grinding, man. That's about it. So how about you?
Yeah. Doing good. Same exact thing, man. Same exact thing over here. Coach got a lot of college football games this weekend. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. He got a couple. I got Michigan Saturday, so a lot of college football. But let's get back to the NBA and the Ben Simmons saga. To me, this is just hilarious. Coach, he rejected your offer to the Knicks. He rejected it.
How stupid of a player can you be? You know what?
Right.
I mean, you guys have been saying it. You've been saying it. I've been trying to be objective, and the guy just has no heart. He has no kahunas. None whatsoever. I mean, you only got one offer in the league. And for a team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, you don't have to really come in to be a scorer for the Knicks off of the bench. You don't. Be a facilitator, a rebounder, defender, you use your length. You're going to get, maybe you're not going to get $40 million a year, but you're still going to make a couple of $1 million. Come on, man. You've been in New York before playing with Brooklyn. You know, he supposedly loves fashion, so there's the fact. I'm saying to myself, it makes a whole lot of sense, and I know a lot of other Knicks didn't like it, but you know what? Good riddance. You don't want to be here. You're done. No one else is going to want you. I mean, so in a sense, he just blackballed himself. So
yeah.
100%.
Me too. Yeah.
I mean, Coach hit the nail on the head. Everyone dreams of getting their one chance to kind of redeem themselves when their career doesn't take the trajectory they think it will, and then they hand it to you on a silver platter. Nah, I'm good. Like it's like a slap
going on up here, just like it was a couple years ago when he wasn't good up here. Something, so.
Some told me it's even more, like you said, Blaze. There's something up there too, because your agent even dumped you. Your agent dumped you. Yeah. So that also says I doubt any other agents are going to want to touch you. So, and you I don't even think he can go overseas and try and recoup and rebound or whatever his career, because who wants to touch him? He's showing that he quits on teams. He quits on basketball. He doesn't want to play. So you got your money. I wish you nothing but the best of luck in whatever other endeavors in life. Just stay away from our sport, please. Go play in some rec league somewhere.
It's a shame though, because of, like we talked about, the talent he had coming out of college.
Mhm.
He was so high touted. I mean, he could have fit on any team. I mean, something mentally just fell apart for him. And now I'll play the other side of the coin. If he has mental issues, man, go get some help, buddy. Find a therapist. There ain't no shame in that, no matter how big you are. If he has mental issues that are pulling him all the wrong directions, maybe he needs some guidance, not to get back into the NBA, but just to get his life together. I mean, he's now
Correct.
a laughing stock of the NBA because of what he's done. And I mean, that might not be fair to him because we don't know everything he's going through. And honestly, we don't have the right to know everything if it's, something,
Mhm.
as far as his mental health. And that's up to him to take care of. And obviously he's not taking care of it. If he gets one offer to play with a team that could win a championship and be a valuable part of it, and you're going to turn it down. I don't even care if it was for the league minimum or whatever. That's exposure. That's an opportunity to play the game you love. This tells me he doesn't love the game.
Exactly.
Yep. And is there a chance that he might retire from the NBA? You guys think he may go that
Retire?
route?
Ice Cube's
Yeah.
going to scoop him up. He'll play in the big three in a couple of years.
He's
Yeah,
not
that works.
he's not got a choice as far as if he wants to continue to play in the NBA. He had a chance and he slapped him in the face. I was going to give him another chance.
He's blackballed. He's
He's
not
not-
going to
Yeah.
retire here.
Yeah, he's not going to get
blackballed.
younger either. So, like, the
Mhm.
longer he waits, the more people are going to say, well, now you're 30, whatever. Why would we want you?
Mhm.
Yeah. And Blaze, Sixers fans were right from the get-go. Everyone thought it was our fault.
I think it was more. I mean, I never blamed Philadelphia for his problems.
No,
it just
not-
seems like it was
not
him. I
you,
know a lot
but
of
I'm
fans
just
do,
saying.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't
Agreed.
blame any team for taking a risk on him.
Okay.
Coming out of college, he looked phenomenal. So why
Mhm.
wouldn't you want to put him on your team?
Mhm.
Who could have guessed this was going to happen to him? Come on, let's be
Yeah,
real.
It happened during the playoffs against Trey Young. That pass. He passed out and Thibault got fouled. That's where it all started.
But no one could have predicted a mental downfall, and this could have happened to someone with that much talent. Like, they were comparing him to Magic Johnson and stuff coming out of college.
Yeah, but here's
Because he
the
was
thing.
real tall,
too.
point guard skills, facilitator, like Coach was saying. He could be a valuable backup guard, or I don't know. It's sad. Honestly, it's kind of sad. There's hundreds of thousands of kids that wish they had his talent and had an opportunity at a contract, and he's going to shit on it.
Mhm.
I think Patrick Beverly said that if he got drafted by the Charlotte Hornets or something, maybe he wouldn't have been where he is now. Right? It's always about it's always about that. And Pat Bev loved Philly. He loved the Philly fans, but
If Derrick Rose never got hurt, he'd have more MVPs and maybe a championship.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I get it.
yeah.
But now it's just a big what if. I don't think there's any, like Coach said, I think there's no resurrecting the career now. Last 2 years, he had his opportunity. This was his final opportunity, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he's done. I don't see anywhere broadcasting. I don't see him going that route at all. Like,
Nobody wants to hear
who's
him
going to
talk.
take him there?
I mean, I wouldn't count out playing overseas somewhere, but at this
Okay,
point,
yeah, maybe in the Philippines or
yeah,
somewhere
he can
like
go
that.
over there, China or whatever, go play with Dwight Howard or whoever's
Well,
over
that's
there.
what Stefan Marbury did, and
Yeah.
he rebranded himself, I guess.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Matter of fact, isn't he Australian? If I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, yes.
Yeah.
He can go to his homeland and play.
Mhm.
Go to his homeland.
Well,
With
I'm just
Don
saying,
Hair.
end up playing in the Olympics for him in 3 years or whatever.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Just go have fun and don't come back.
Because as
Good
much
riddance.
as I'm praising these Eurobasket teams and these foreign teams, even the worst NBA player can probably be a star on a lot of these foreign,
Mm.
Oh my
we're
God,
talking
yeah.
about not Eurobasket, but maybe the other ones where they're not up and coming. They don't have a bunch of stars. They just have Joe Schmoes playing and 1 or 2 stars. But good
Mhm.
for them. I love all these leagues. You talk about the Philippine League and stuff like that. You never know when some fantastic player is going to come out of one of these obscure overseas leagues. You never
Or
know.
might go back in, or might go into those leagues.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
But yeah. So the next topic is really ticked me off when Adam Silver said all this about the streaming platforms and stuff. If you can't really afford it, go watch the highlights on Twitter and stuff like that. Rios, I know you have a lot to say about this. Go for it, Mike. It's
So
yours.
someone that grew up, watching basketball in the 90s and 2000s, it was so easy to just put on any regular channel, you can catch a game. Like I saw the NBA finals on NBC, regular TV channel. They didn't even have cable growing up. And then, as the years progressed, they started moving more and more towards, putting it on TNT, these different NBA TV, all these different streaming services. And now when they're complaining about the ratings, they're complaining about not enough attendance, all this stuff. Well, if you can't afford it, well, just watch, a clip of it. That's not how you get people to, gravitate towards your sport. Pushing them away or, insulting them. Oh, you're too poor. It's too bad. Like, the fuck, man? Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it just really pissed me off.
Yeah. Blaze.
Unpopular opinion, but he's right. He's right. Silver's right. I mean, the delivery was poor, but
Yeah.
he's correct in saying that people watch more highlights. This goes for wrestling, it goes for football, it goes for every sport. This is just the evolution of how people watch sports. The younger kids, like he was saying in this interview, which I tried to take the good out of it. Like Rio said, it was bad delivery. A lot of things he said he shouldn't have put it that way, but
God awful. God awful.
No, it wasn't that. I mean, he's telling the truth. It literally is a highlight sport because, I mean, I'm not talking about paying for all the streaming services. That sucks. That's horrible. I agree. But more people, especially the younger generation, that's how they consume content. That's why TikTok's so big. That's why Reels are so big. That's why YouTube Shorts is so big. That's how these kids, they're used to having everything at their fingertips constantly. So us old heads and people, like Rio said, we're used to, not even 20, 30 years ago, it was completely different. But Silver was right, but he probably shouldn't have said any of this. You just come out and say, watch however you can watch. I mean, he's right, though. It is a highlight sport. That's how most people have to consume it if you don't want to pay for 10 different channels. So, I mean, delivery bad, point true. That's what it is.
Yeah. Coach.
Shout out to my brother NYG because he and I always have discussions about people's learning processes. And one of the things he always says to me, he's like, which I know, Coach, people have a short attention span nowadays, and it's true. It's true. It's not meant to say that people are stupid or anything of that nature. But, me, like I always tell him, I'm not like that. I said my learning process is give me a book, let me read the information first before I move on. So, and everyone takes in information differently, and we're in such a microwave type of an environment. Sometimes you might have even listened or read, because I even get caught like that sometimes. I read a small bit of a piece of information, and I come to a conclusion, but then if you go a little bit further, oh, there was the information. So, like Blaze just said, what he's saying is true in terms of because people, what do we look clips, YouTube clips, like you guys were just saying, like, going to TikTok. TikTok is a short medium, in terms of delivery. So I get it, but like you guys are saying, the presentation. I mean, it's like you go to a 5-star restaurant, you want to see a nice presentation. You just don't want to see something thrown onto a plate, because even though it might taste great, your presentation is what really draws you in. So, that's really what it boils down to. But yeah, it is true. I mean,
what he was trying to say was true, but the delivery was horrible. I mean, it's just, that's something that you got to be real careful how you say that. And he wasn't careful how he said it. I mean, he's trying to accommodate the old heads and the people that have been fans forever and the newer people, which is tough. And like Rios put out, this is no way to approach it when we already have bad ratings. This ain't going to make it any better when you're basically telling people, go watch the highlights if you can't afford it. I mean, and I just doubt they're going to say, okay, we'll just streamline it into one service again. I mean, that's the way of the world for sports right now. NFL, WWE, it's everywhere. And I just hope within the next 10 years, something comes to kind of change that. I don't know.
Yeah. So for me, I'm going to say this. Blaze, you might agree with me on this. that Adam Silver has tried to change the game in the last couple of years, right? He's tried to change all of these things. He actually made a new NBA rule we're going to talk about next. So that I'm okay with. But when you tell someone if you can't afford it, to go on social media and just help boost their ratings, their engagement
Well,
on
that's
social
them too.
media.
Don't you think the NBA has their own social media everywhere? They still get hits and likes for that. He's telling them if you can't watch the game, go watch our high. He's not telling them to go watch other people.
Well,
Like I said, the delivery was bad.
The NBA's streaming, the NBA social sites, they mainly focus on the Lakers or the Lakers or the Lakers. I mean, it's like if I'm a fan of a smart market team, I'm not gonna be able to see those highlights because there's gonna be pictures of Bronny or Bron sitting on the bench or something. Like, come on, man! Like,
true, you're not gonna hear about the Trailblazers and the Hornets highlights from the night before,
or the Pistons, or like any of the other teams. It's gonna be mainly the Lakers. The Knicks, I mean, they're doing well at least, but the Lakers, even when they're bad, they still focus on them. Like, come on, man!
Yeah, it's the same with Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers. Every sport has one, and unfortunately, the world leader in sports doesn't help at all. Mr. ESPN out there kind of created this monster by going away from highlights and going away from the ticker on the side, which just had all the games, and you can't wait till the highlight of your team comes up, and it's not my opinion and yelling and screaming and here's my top 5 and his top 5 and I disagree with you, and players talking to reporters and reporters talking to players, and there's big rift now because I forget who said it, but it's like, and Barkley touched it too, it's like those guys, the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, and they want to be the focus, not the game. It's like they want to be the focus more. Like, I get it, you're going to be the focus because it's your face. You don't have to, make a thing out of it. And it's twisted sports to where now, I never really fault. Like you said, I think Silver's been trying to try to make the right changes to keep the audience and maybe find a new audience. But this was a bad look because it didn't even need to be said, in my opinion.
Correct.
I want to touch on Arcus comment. He said, the Thunder should get more national attention now. Yes and no. Just as so going to baseball, when the Astros won the World Series, still got so much less coverage than the Yankees, even though we beat all the big teams to win it all. Same thing when they want to get into it. Even though you're the champ, don't bank on getting much more national attention just because it's a small market team.
Yeah, I don't even like that term, small market, big market. Some cities are bigger than others, but some fan bases in smaller markets are bigger. Better types of fans than some of the big markets.
It's the TV market. That's why they say that. You go and you look at the TV ratings.
It's not fair to those teams, like Rio said.
Yeah, the TV ratings, the social media followers. They're passionate fans. I mean, it's just
but it's been shoved down, like I say, it's been shoved down our throat by ESPN. We see Lakers. Cowboys can be 0-4. What are they going to talk about in the first thing in the morning on First Take? The Cowboys.
Can they bounce back?
It's the same thing over and over and over. And that they've conditioned us to think that big markets and TV markets are more important than the champions. Like Rio's just said. To me, I don't care if it's the smallest market on the planet. They won the title. They got my respect. They're the champs as a competitor.
They should be having the focus of the attention because they're defending their title. Like with the Celtics, they didn't get a whole lot of press coverage. What was the whole main storyline throughout the last season of the NBA? LeBron and Bronny. Like, come on, guys.
And Luka. And that trade.
But I mean, still,
you guys are right.
I still call that trade
money's
rigged.
the root of all
I
evil.
still think that trade is rigged. I still think that was rigged.
That's why I don't even care if I wouldn't even want to be. I mean, people take this the wrong way. I don't know if I'd want to be a millionaire and have everything. I'm happy right where I'm at. If you get too much money, people change. I've seen people get a lot of money and change.
I want it.
It's not a joke. This is real. When people become too famous, they think they're godlike. They get that God complex, which is stupid. Or you think you're over, above the law because you got $1 billion or whatever. Like it changes people. Money changes people. And we see it in professional athletes nowadays compared to back in the day when they didn't get gazillions and millions, but it's justified with how much money's coming in. So I'm not arguing. It's just it's a shame that this happens in sports regularly.
Yeah.
That's life. Though. It's not just sports. It's life. I mean, you see that in all walks of life. I don't care. You can create a business and then sell it, and then you're getting XYZ amount of money, and now yo punani don't stink.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The only difference is now is we put these athletes on in movie stars, so we put them on a pedestal that they deserve as athletes, but not always as human beings. And we've seen that time and time again. You might be, and that's what I have a problem with, taking so many athletes and just thinking they should be analyzing sports on TV. Some of them are fantastic of it, but a lot of them, they're very biased, and they think just because they were a player. I mean, we have the whole Ryan Clark situation going on right now with what he's doing. It's like just because you were a player doesn't mean you should belittle someone who's done it for 30 or 40 years. It's not their fault they couldn't compete. That was their calling, to analyze it. And sometimes someone who didn't play the game can analyze it just as well, if not better, someone who plays it. Sure, a player's perspective is going to be different. They were on the floor. They felt the game. They were on the field. They performed it. They lived it. I get that part. But that doesn't make every player good eloquently to talk and analyze the sport on a regular basis. Bring them in for a guest shot, let them talk about it, stuff like that. But to have people that are like consistently like badgering other people just because their opinions, it's ridiculous. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. What's up, Iffy? Good to see you.
Yeah, what is up? And actually, there was this comment here that actually goes right into the next topic. If the NBA wants more fans, they need to stop implementing new rules. Just saying. And
I love you, Marley, but I disagree. Because right now we've been talking about it's broken. There's things that need to be fixed. There's the ratings aren't as good, so making changes isn't always bad. Now, to Marley's point, if you're making too many changes, that's a different story. But to try to fix things that are apparently wrong, you gotta change a couple things.
Yeah, like this one right here. So the NBA will implement a new change for the 2025-6 season. End of the period heaves will now be recorded as a missed field goal attempt for the team, not the player.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I agree. Like, why? Like, why?
I mean, sometimes you're like, to Marley's point, if you're trying too hard to change the rules and doing too much.
Exhibit A.
Too much.
Yeah.
This is too much.
The NFL with the kickoff, that's done very well this year so far. Like you make certain changes for player safety, for stuff like that. But this just seems like, how can you not count something when a ball comes out of that player's hand and doesn't go in the hoop? That's a missed field goal. I don't care how far away you throw it. Yeah, if we're going to count logo threes, what's the difference between a logo three and a half-court shot at the buzzer?
Yeah,
not just that. They're going to have.
There's people that keep up with statistics. Like, how are you supposed to keep up with them now? Like, oh, this counts for the team, but not the player. Like, it throws everything off. Like, What are we doing here?
Is it one arm heaved? Is it two arm heaves? Is it only when the buzzer beater? What if the buzzer doesn't go off and it hits the backboard and falls before the buzzer? Does that one count as a shot now or not a heave because it's not a buzzer beat? I don't know.
What about the 4-point shot? They're going to add that at some point.
No, that's not going to happen.
They're going to. Nope. I just know they're going to do that.
No, they're not.
How do you know they're not? For sure. How do you know that?
I don't, but it's
exactly. I don't know if they're going to add it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know if you asked me 5 years ago if they would count heaves as a team miss instead of a player miss. I'd probably say that's crazy, and that'll never happen too. If you tell me that football players can push the ass of their players to get into the end zone, I would say that's kind of stupid and ludicrous too. I'd have never thought that'd be legal.
Hey, it got us a championship. It got us a Super Bowl.
No, Kenny Pickett got you a championship. Be real.
That is true. That is true. I actually told that to.
Sorry for the tangent. I had to get. No,
it's good. I told that to Cool Cat. He admitted that Kenny Pickett won.
Trap week. Here we go, Chiefs.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Jalen Carter's back. After the little, pretty much, he'll spit on Patrick Mahomes.
If I was the coach, he'd be wearing a muzzle for this game. He'd have a mask.
Look, Jalen, we love you, man.
Duct tape his mouth. You are one of the best players out there. Shut up. Don't spit. What's next? A headbutt? You know, I get it. When you're angry, you do dumb stuff. I've done it a million times myself. I want to punch referees in their face when they made certain calls, but you got to have
What are you, halftime?
control. You got to
Hey,
have some
Jamar.
control. What's up, Jamar? You got to have
Yeah.
control no matter there's passion and there's stupidity. And yeah, I don't know.
You're done with me. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys know Michael.
Oh, wait,
I forget-
wait, Coach. We come from the world where if you got swing on in basketball, you're swinging back. Though. So, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm saying you got to be the cooler head, and I wasn't always. I'll be guilty. Back in the day, if someone pushed you or shoved you, it's on. Bill Lambier.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, you
Larry
know,
Bird used to punch people.
Look, you know,
Draymond
coming from
Green.
the hood, yeah, you know that poor Rudy Tomjanovich just walked into it. So,
Self-control only goes so far when you're pissed off. I get that, but you got to learn your lesson. If it's repetitive, that's a bigger problem. If we're talking about Jalen Carter spit on 2 more people and got suspended again at the end of the year, that's an issue. If he learns his lesson, that's that's
but it's also Blaze, you know, just like in the Florida game, you had a kid do the same exact thing, and I'm like, what are we? Why are you doing it? You just saw that he got in trouble, and you're gonna go do this. So
you're right. Both times the ref is right there too. Like, wouldn't you at least look around, make sure there ain't no ref, and then spit on him?
Yeah, it just is.
Well, we've had guys stepping on people in college. Who was that? Ndamukong Suh or whatever, stomping on people grabbing people's asses and stuff when they're down and they're gooch and all this shit. Like kick him in the balls, poke him in the eye. I'm sure so much more that goes on than we even know.
It does. Believe you me.
In the trenches, you're getting poked, prodded, and pinned down and smacked probably more than knee in the groin if you can. Hey, it's competition. Let's be real.
It's just there's competition, but there's a level of I don't want to say common sense because everybody's common sense is different, but there's just a level of being smart. It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, that is
sometimes you know who you can tick off too. I have no question Dak knew he could piss him off by doing that. You smile on his face. When he spit down, he was smiling. He's like, yeah, I know you're gonna do something. In front of your team.
He's gonna do it again. Dak will keep on doing that. Now more people are gonna do that. There was a college football. Who was the college
That's
team
Florida.
that did that?
That's Florida.
That was Florida.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I
lost
didn't know
to
that.
South Florida
Look,
too. They weren't happy.
Spitting on the field, everybody does. Even referees do it.
Yeah.
You know, they all go to the side, make sure no one is around, and you spit. I'm sorry, that happens.
Dead at him and did it. Like,
when you hawk a loogie and lay it on their neck, that's a little different.
That's the point. You look. I'm guilty. Look, you know, back in the days, offensive linemen come in. You see them get ready to get set. Their hands is about ready to go down, and you know, I spit on the grass right in front of them? Hell yes.
But where's the accountability? I mean, where's the remorse? Like the guy, he wasn't mad. He wasn't. That's my problem with it. You make a mistake, you spit. All right, he spit near you, you spit back. Yours was a bigger loogie. We're not gonna measure spitballs. But at the same time, they show him afterwards smiling, laughing. Where's the interview with him saying, "I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It's detrimental to the team. I'll take the punishment. I'll take response." Where was that? And that's coaching too. Where's the Eagles coach is saying you're going to go into press conference? You're going to fucking apologize.
Don't get me started on that because I hold the NFL accountable too right now.
Yeah,
because no disrespect. He's kicked out of the game and that's his punishment.
That's his.
Are you really serious?
I'll take it.
No, of course. Any of us on our team, if one of our star players was only going to miss that game, look, I said probably about 4 games. I really did. I thought it was going to be about 4 games, and you're telling me it's 1 game for spitting on another man? Come on, man. Come on, seriously.
And the fine, unless it's a triple-digit fine or whatever, unless it's 6 figures.
It was the game's. No, that's how much he makes in a game. That was a game's paycheck.
But still, I'm just saying, if it doesn't hit the pocketbook enough, it doesn't matter. Plus, they've got people to say, I'll pay your fine for you. $1 million booster fan. Oh, I'll pay your fine for you. Forget it. Let's get back to basketball.
Yeah. Anyways, Michael Irvin. Michael
Irvin.
Josh
Giddey signing.
I was going out of order.
Okay.
All right,
Well, I
fine, let's
could-
go to
we,
We're all
we were
out of
talking about
order.
the Cowboys. You're going to say Michael Irvin.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
No,
I'm going to say I don't give
why-
a fuck. I don't give a fuck what Michael Irvin says.
their season's gonna be done by December. Mark my words. Their season will be done, but November, December.
Who
Done.
cares what Michael? This is back to my point about making former players' opinions mean too much. He's talking about a different fucking sport. Even you got your
Yeah.
opinion, you can have it. Don't
All right,
throw it on
fine, let's
everybody
go.
else.
Fine, let's go to the Josh Giddey thing. 4 years, $100 million.
Good
How'd
for
you
him.
guys
Get
feel?
the money. Good for you. Good for you. Bulls,
Just
Bulls
like
will be
that.
good. He's a
He
really good player.
He's the number. Is he the best player on the team now?
Buzelis. Will soon be. If he's
Bulls?
not now, Buzelis. I don't know. What's his name? Kobe White.
Yeah, I was saying like Kobe was the best player on that team.
Kobe White. I'd say Kobe White right now. Because he's done it on the court. Buzelis could be in the
Okay.
future. Giddy could be a great player. We'll see. But 25 million is like mediocre now. I mean, people are making 40, 50 million. So what's 25? Let's lump him. Who else makes 25 million? And then
So
that's how
he's
you
like-
compare it.
He's like the second or third best player on that team, then, give or take.
Well,
What,
let's put it this way, Sengun's making about 25
What's
million, a year, and Sengun is a perennial all-star player. Josh Giddey
Yeah.
is a solid role player.
Yeah.
but the 25 mil is starting to become what role players are getting.
Yeah. Sengun probably deserves more compared
Yes,
to
Sengun,
superstars now.
you look at it. I mean, look at Mikal Bridges. Look at Obi Anunoby. I mean, they're 30, 40 mil. So, and they're key role players, but they're role players. So, Sengun is about their level, maybe a little bit higher up on the pecking order. So, and for Giddey, 25 mil, I'm like, okay, to me, that's like, a good player, but he's not, the superstar in a sense.
You'll like this, Mitch. 25 million puts him 69th overall in pay. And here's people that are making 25 million. Draymond Green, Miles Turner, Fred VanVleet, Miles Bridges, Trey Murphy, DeMar DeRozan, Jaden McDaniels, DeAndre Hunter, Aaron Gordon. I have no problem with Giddey being in that group. Like
I don't either.
You hear 25 million, you think, holy shit, he's getting paid a ton. He's in the 70s of players, 70s and 80s. So it's like you got to take into perspective that there's a lot of $50 million players now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'd say he fits around. I still think it's too much. I think he should be around 20, but until he proves it. But I mean, Giddey does good, but is he great? Well,
I think
haven't
he's-
seen that.
Okay. Does Grimes deserve 20 mil then? Please?
That's what the market is. That's the point.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah, with
market?
this- The Cameron Johnson, Jared Allen, Josh Hart, Bradley Beal. Well, Bradley Beal's 19 now. Harrison Barnes, Colin Sexton, Malik Monk. Yeah, he fits right in with that group. Why not? I mean, that's the
Yeah,
market.
I
Coach
like-
said, that
I
is the
like
market.
it for Chicago because they're using him as a cornerstone moving forward. They're using him, Buzelis, and Kobe White. And isn't Vucevic still there or is he gone? I think he's still there, right?
I thought
think
he
he's
was the
still
one
there.
that was considering retirement. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I think they talked him back out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
I
their
got
starting
it.
lineup: Giddey, Ball, Kobe White, Buzelis, and Vucevic.
Oh,
That's a pretty
Lo-
decent team.
no. Lonzo is not even on that team anymore. He got traded to Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh, this is just what's on the. Well, then it would be who knows, Trey Jones or Kevin Herter to step in that spot.
Yeah, Lonzo's back. It's going to be the sixth man in Cleveland. What a career for What a weird career for Lonzo Ball. He had a strange injury. He got traded everywhere. He was the number 2 pick to the Lakers. What
I
a
mean,
strange
it was
career.
Injuries, and it all started with
Yeah.
those weak ass shoes that he wore. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
It goes to
Mhm.
show you never know. That's why tanking for a number 1 pick is stupid as hell. You never know who's going to get hurt, who's going to do better, what round 2 players are going to come up, deep round 1 players that do well. I mean, we can talk about the Bennett's, whatever his name was from Cleveland.
Anthony Bennett. Anthony
and
Bennett.
some
Yeah.
of the other, number 1 overalls that didn't pan out, top 5s that didn't pan out. It happens. Whether it's
Mhm.
injuries or just doesn't fit on the team or isn't NBA quality, you never know.
Yeah.
It's
And
more of the fit.
LaMelo
We
gets
talked about
injured
this a lot
too.
too. It's more of the fit with your team. Who fits your scheme? Who works with the coach you have? Who fits with the rest of the team more than is you got to take the best player because you never know. You may need a better fit at a 3 guard than a point guard. So why are you going to take the point guard if you got 2 great point guards already? Different things like that. You got 2 big centers. Why are you going to take another center just because he's the next big name on the board? You may need a different part. So that's what I mean. It gets jumbled up sometimes.
But here's the thing: we said this so many times. It's positionless basketball, so you can put a guy.
Yeah, I mean, you still got big men and small. It's more like 2.
Yeah.
You either got big dudes and guys that shoot the ball. Small. Well, the big dudes shoot the ball too. So you got small guys and big guys.
I mean, it's
smaller guys because
especially now, like my Rockets, for example, they can run a lineup with Steven Adams, Sengun, and Kevin Durant, 3 7-footers.
yeah,
And 2 of those 7-footers can facilitate and bring the ball up the court.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem for some teams. That'd be a huge problem for some teams. I'll be surprised if they do it every once in a while.
Right. Actually, speaking of Sengun, Furkan Korkmaz said that he's the best center that Furkan has ever played with. Sengun.
So what's wrong? That's his
Joel
opinion.
Embiid? He's wrong, but I'm just saying. I'm laughing.
Just saying, if he feels that's the most talented player, that's his opinion. I can't knock him for his opinion. He's the one on the court with them.
I'll say this: Joel
Don't go
Embiid
by
has missed
potential.
so
Go
many
by
games.
what they. You can't go by potential. You got to look at what they've done on the court.
Yeah, Furkan didn't play a lot of games with Joel because he's been on the bench. So just to be fair, but come on, yeah, but and I also heard that the Miami Heat won Kevin Durant in 2026. Is that wait, Rio? How many years has Kevin Durant got? 1?
3.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
quit taking everyone's
Yeah,
opinion.
he's
on
going to
Twitter,
retire.
literally.
yeah, he's gonna retire as a Rocket. Yeah.
He's not. He's going to try and play till he's like 45.
And if he can, go for it. I ain't got no problem with that. I've never had a problem with older players that still got it. Keep going.
I remember Robert Parrish and Kevin Willis playing into their mid-40s.
And Kevin Willis
Kareem,
was still yoked when
and
he was old.
Kareem played into his 40s, so
True.
it's
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's been a thing forever. If you still got it, trust me, you got to go through all these hoops to make it on a team, no matter where you're at. If you can still compete, you can still run with them, and you can still play. Why wouldn't teams want? Especially
This ain't
these type
football.
of big name players we're talking about.
Mhm. This ain't football where you're constantly getting knocked around. So
True.
Now with management, like you can play a little bit longer than you could back in the day.
Now, will he get the big money? That's the thing. Will he settle for sometimes 2 or 3 mil?
Yeah, once you're older, you take less money, you take a seat back, like Westbrook's done. Speaking of him, where's he going to sign? He's still not signed.
That's a $1 million question. I don't know.
And I still think he can be a value. He's already willing to take a lesser role. He's willing to come off the bench. He still has a lot of talent. We've seen it in the last couple of years when he's on. He's pretty damn incredible still, the way he attacks the basket. So it's like, why wouldn't I don't understand. There's something we don't know. I mean, or someone's just waiting to sign, or I don't know.
I think with him, it's just wait and see. Like they're waiting to see, like some kind of major injury or something. And they're like, hey, Russ is there, like in spring Russ in.
Plus, he probably wants the right situation because what's he missing off of his resume more than anything? A championship.
Yep.
So,
I can see him
if
going
you
to
one
the
of those
Rockets.
top teams, the Rockets, you could see Boston, teams like that, him saying, yeah, I'll come on, I'll come off the bench, and if it gets me a ring, because ultimately that's what athletes want more than anything. You can talk about the money, but when they're old and talking to their grandkids, they want to say, I want a championship. Yep. That's what it's about.
It's not about stats, not about the money. It's about the hardware.
Yeah, they got big. Trust me, those are the biggest egos we're talking about in the world. Ain't nothing better than to be able to go like this against your peers. They're still doing it to Barkley to this day because he ain't got a ring.
I mean, look at Carmelo.
I always show mine. See?
The only thing I found was the Kings have interest in Westbrook. So they're
they've had interest in Westbrook ever since.
I mean, they're not there. Like Coach said, he's going to go to a contender. They're not there yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Carmelo Anthony. He's in the Hall of Fame without a ring too. So he's
Yeah,
there.
he wouldn't need one to get in the Hall. He's a Hall of Famer for sure, but like
Yeah.
him personally, he wants that hardware.
Let's talk about that for a second. Are you guys? I got mixed feelings about the Redeem
What?
team getting jackets.
I am not a fan of that at all.
To me, the Hall of
I don't
Fame
really
is
care.
to me, and I know you can put teams that have done like the Dream Team and teams that have done well in the Hall, or an equipment guy or whatever, a referee. But it's like I always thought that as an individual honor to get into it. So it's like seeing LeBron put on a jacket now before he's become a Hall of Famer. That's tainted to me. Like I get it, you put teams in there for big reasons to make changes, but the jacket should be exclusive. I mean, that the ones that get in on their own. That's me.
But what is the purpose of what was the purpose of the Redeem team? What was it that they did that was so special to get them into the Hall? That's what you have to ask. So
But start putting teams in there. So does the team that won the Big Three in 2029 get jackets because they won 5 championships in a row? So it's like I want it to be. It should be an individual. Like that's like I don't know. That's
wait
like
a
saying
minute. I gotta
this
go.
flag football team is going to be put on, or the Olympic football team is going to get jackets before Patrick Mahomes puts on his jacket for winning it. You know what I mean? It's like now when LeBron gets his jacket, it's like he already had one. He already put one on. It's
kind of like Happy Gilmore. Look how many jackets he's won.
I think that. I mean, that goes to today's participation trophy type shit. It's like,
yeah, I mean that defines the LeBron era, just participation trophies. Oh, the stats mean more than hardware. Like, no, that's not what it's about, man. Like, and some of the dudes that are on that team, like they're in the Hall of Fame, like, and they weren't Hall of Fame caliber players. Like, let's be real. Come on, man. Like,
give them a reward, but just don't give them the jacket. Put them in the Hall. Put a plaque with the team on it, but don't give them the jacket. Give them a different color jacket or something. Make that exclusive. Like when someone wins the Masters and they put that green jacket on, that's like saying,
individual honor. Like, this is what you did. Like,
yeah, that's like saying whoever wins the U.S. Cup or some other cup, give them green jackets, just like the Masters. It's like it takes away from, hey, I made it as an individual into the Hall. Here's my jacket. That moment I put that jacket on. I'm not saying that the Redeem team shouldn't get honored, but it's exclusive to getting into the Hall. Is getting that jacket is the moment. And I've always looked at it that way for individual players. And it's just weird to me to see a team up there and he's still fucking playing. So now they're like, oh, LeBron's the first player to ever still be playing and get a jacket. And
it's kind of, you know what it kind of reminds me, Blaze? The WWE Hall of Fame. I know it's like all that, but some guys have 2 or 3 rings.
Yeah, you got a faction. They go in as a tag team. They go in as a faction. The main wing in the NBA Hall of Fame.
It loses its luster a little bit.
Exactly. That's that's the term I was looking for. It does. It's losing its luster now because LeBron already has his jacket. No need to give him another one when he retires.
So we put the Redeem team in. So what's next?
Here.
The repeat teams, like the Lakers and the Bulls that won the repeats. I mean, that's a little percentage. And the Redeem team, like, oh yeah, you guys failed at the pre-04 Olympics, and you took Kobe to get you all over the hump. Like,
here, guys. I'm gonna put this in the private for you guys.
Oh, you can just share the screen too.
Oh,
if you want,
if
you want to share the screen, you got access.
I mean, there will be people torn. I mean, big LeBron fans are gonna love it. Big LeBron fans are gonna love it. To me, it taints the individual item of putting that thing on.
Just so you see, teams in the Hall of Fame of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Museum. So there are teams in some type of a Hall of Fame, and you see the 1956 men's class basketball class, 1960 to 60 ice hockey. So the point being is there are teams that go in.
But I don't remember these guys getting jackets.
But this is the
NBA Hall of Fame. I'm talking about the jacket. Teams can be honored. I have no problem with that.
But
to put jackets on one person.
This is the Olympics Hall of Fame. Like, this isn't the basketball. This isn't the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I get it. Teams are allowed to be honored, but it shouldn't be with the jacket. Give them a trophy. Give them something else. Give them a blue jacket or a purple jacket. I don't know. It should not be what makes the Hall of Fame so special is finally getting to put that jacket on. Is
I get
LeBron going to come out with his Redeem Team jacket when he gets in the NBA Hall and put the other one on top of it?
Well,
Like, I already got a jacket.
What he's going to do in a situation like that, he's going to plaque it and put it on his wall. That's all that is, or store it away with all his many other awards that he's won throughout his life. So
I did what Coach said earlier. I didn't read the whole article. When I first saw the picture, I'm like, whose jacket is he putting on? Why would he grab someone who just got? Why does he have Carmelo's jacket and he's putting it on? Like, I didn't even understand. I was like, the first picture plastered everywhere was him putting on a jacket. I'm like, wait a minute. Since when do they put people in the Hall of Fame before they retire? And then I read the Redeem Team stuff. I'm like, sure, honor the team. Don't give them jackets. It's going to minimize the jacket. Like you said, taint. It's going to, I don't know.
So these are actually all the players that were actually on the Redeem Team. So if anyone didn't know who was there, so you have Carlos Boozer, Jason Kidd, LeBron James, Deron Williams, Michael Redd, Dwayne Wade. So wait, Dwayne Wade gets 2 jackets then too? Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul. Oh, Chris Paul too, Blaze. Chris Paul too.
There's
and Carmelo.
Aren't Hall of Fame players that get a jacket? Like,
that's another point. Michael Redd, fabulous player. He ain't a Hall of Famer. Don't wear a jacket. The team is a Hall of Famer. Give him 1 jacket or something and put it on a plaque. You can honor him in any way you want, but the jacket. I'm arguing for the jacket.
I get you, Blaze.
You know what I mean? Because it's like these players play their whole career to finally get to that point where they put that jacket on. Now these guys already put one on. Like, make it something different. Honor them differently. That's my only gripe, because I was confused. I was like, LeBron took someone's jacket and put it on.
Yeah. Yes. It loses, like, when you give everyone a trophy, it loses its luster. And I think this is going to be the start of something not great for basketball.
Like the next FIBA team that wins the Eurobasket, you're going to give them, and they went undefeated. You're going to give them Hall of Fame jackets?
The Basketball Hall of Fame is for all basketball.
Honor them, but teams shouldn't get jackets. That's my point. I'm dying on that hill.
I get what you're saying. So I mean, I didn't care.
I don't care. I'm right there with you, Coach. I'm like, it is what it is.
Do the original Dream Team have jackets? Did they give it to them? Did they have jackets?
I thought they didn't. Wait a minute. I thought they did.
That would be even worse if they give it to the Redeem Team and the Dream Team never.
They probably did.
They might be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't know.
I don't think it was a big celebration like it is nowadays, because everything is all about the eyes on TV. It's more on TV now more than anything. Blaze, when we were younger, I mean, heck, Rios talked about when he was coming up and seeing basketball on regular TV. Don't forget, I saw tape delay.
All right, 2010.
The Dream Team
got inducted in 2010. Guess what they wore? Their own fucking suits. They don't have jackets on.
Okay.
So that's
wow.
So the Dream Team never got jackets, but the Redeem Team has Hall of Fame jackets.
They didn't get. You said they wore, but are you saying they didn't get it behind the scenes? That's what I'm saying.
I don't care. I'm talking about the presentation on TV. They're going to show people with jackets.
I'll pull it up. So in 2010, they were inducted as a team, but no one got jackets.
No one got jackets.
No individual got jackets.
That's my problem. I don't care. You can honor teams any way you want, but now they're just going to say times have changed. Times have changed. And like Coach said, I think he's dead on. It's the optics. It's the TV. Now you got a video circulating of LeBron wearing a Hall of Fame jacket. How many hits did that get? Gazillion, million, bazillion, I'm sure.
But Blaze, who are they targeting? I'm going to be honest.
I know, not us.
The younger, exactly. They're not for us. We're old too. We're old farts. So we're past our prime. They want to target these younger kids, and I get it. The video age, in a sense, and who are going to be here for decades. And you're setting a new trend for those kids.
Now, if Rios looked that up and it said they had jackets and they were presented jackets for the Dream Team, then I would take back a little bit of what I'm saying, because it's been like that. Like you just said,
I don't have a problem with the team.
Why change it? Tradition can evolve, but tradition doesn't have to drastically change, because now it's not a tradition. It's not as much of a tradition, I should say.
Wait a minute. Did the 96 Bulls get a jacket? because that's arguably one of the
I
best
I
teams
bet this
ever.
is the first team that's ever got a jacket.
No,
Probably.
I looked it up. They are the first team to get individual jackets. I'm like,
Yeah, see that?
Ah, damn.
keep
Because
in mind that
96 teams deserved it.
that clutch sports money goes a long way.
Yeah, and coach, back to coach saying money is everything. So the money is
Mhm.
one thing, and the new age of
Mhm.
how we consume sports, going back to what Adam Silver said, it's a publicity stunt, is what it was.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I mean, personally, I mean, LeBron and Chris Paul probably won't care, but when they get their jacket now for their individual talent, you already put one on. So the honor of finally getting that jacket on is now gone for those two. They ain't gonna give a fuck. They ain't gonna give a shit. They ain't gonna give a shit.
No, Blaze, because
But to
that's
me,
their
I've already
personal.
seen you with a jacket. It
But that's
should
their
be
personal
the first
Blaze.
yeah.
It's going to mean for them individually because that's about their career. Yes,
I'm talking about the optics.
yeah,
Everybody else, you've already put on a jacket.
it's still going to matter because it's their
Of course,
individual.
it's gonna. I'm not saying it's gonna matter.
No, I'm saying the optics. It's going to matter because
Yeah.
it's their individual, as opposed to that one is a team. So you're still part of a team, but now this one is your individual career. So this
teams
is
don't
going
get.
to mean.
I know I get where you're coming from. Teams
Yeah,
don't get
I get-
jackets.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get where you're coming from
It's
too.
the NBA single. I mean, if they would have gave anybody a jacket, it would have been the dream team in 2010
Fair. I can't argue that. It's
because
just
they're the ones that changed
Mhm.
the world of basketball.
yes, they did.
And
That's
look at
why we're
that
watching
team.
Eurobasket right now.
Mhm.
Well, Clips. Shout out to Adam Silver for the Clips. Not the actual game. Guys, there you have it. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right. There you have it, guys. Episode 137 of the Pick and Roll Podcast. I want to shout out Coach Ed for hopping on. Rios, Blaze. I can't believe we're already at 137. Like, god dang. We were just at 100. Like,
I'm on.
Felt like
I'm
yesterday.
I'm waiting
Just one
for
thing,
it.
I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but thoughts and prayers go out to Jason Collins, who it was just
Yeah.
announced he's dealing with a brain tumor. So
oh,
yeah. So
Yeah,
the
definitely.
NBA did announce that. So my thoughts and prayers are with him, and I hope everything goes well for him because man, that's
Definitely.
tough.
The big C's a bitch. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
I was waiting for Mitch to say 32 more episodes till 169.
I'll say 31 after next week.
We'll have a countdown we should have a countdown in the corner here. I'm gonna start having who was that guy on ESPN used to always have the little chalkboard behind him and he had it written? I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh my god, who was that? That's gonna bother me now. Who was that, Blaze? It's gonna bother me. Google Master?
Yeah.
Who are you Googling? That guy?
Woody Page.
That was it. Okay.
Woody Page.
Yep.
Who had
That's
some of the
funny.
craziest, weirdest, dumbest takes ever, but he was kind of funny sometimes too.
Yeah.
He's a nut
Appreciate
job.
that, Marley. Appreciate that.
Thanks,
All right,
Marley.
guys. We got a couple more shows on the network tonight. We got Mets doing the Mets is streaming the New York Mets versus the
Mhm.
Philadelphia Phillies tonight. We got YTC streaming the Thursday night game tonight. Packers versus Commanders. And then we got my guy Joe streaming Hot Takes and Headlocks tonight at 9.
Now
So-
hand up.
Yep. I'll be watching that. Oh wait. Is that on regular cable? What channel is that on?
Amazon, isn't it?
That's on
Thursday-
Amazon tonight?
Thursday nights are
Yeah,
Amazon.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I got it. I'm okay. I got it. So hopefully you guys have Amazon Prime.
Greed, money.
I
That's what
work
sports are now.
with all these damn streaming services. That's something I work for.
It's crazy because
Ah.
I sit here now looking at like 10 services across my search bar now. Prime, Disney,
It's
Netflix,
so
Max.
funny. It's so
So many.
funny because when I worked for Verizon, people used to complain and they used to say, "I'm going to go to the streaming service," and I'm gonna. And I used to say the same thing. Well, if you add up all the different streaming services that you're going to end up with, you're going to be paying the same as your cable company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just business. So, but hey, that's me. I'm an old
Yeah.
fart.
Yeah, it is what it is what they say, right?
Yep.
Just roll,
All right,
roll
guys.
with the punches.
We'll catch you all next week. Peace, guys.